भवानी शंकर भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। बाल कृष्ण लाल की जय। ओम नमश्चंदिकाय नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बो फलचारुभक्षणम् शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम्। जय 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 गणनायक। जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय 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 गणनायक।
जय जय विघ्न विनाशक।
हे शुभ मंगलदायक। विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायक। हे शुभ मंगलदायक।
विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायक।
गजवदना गौरी नंदन।
गजवदना गौरी नंदन।
गजवदना गौरी नंदन।
गजवदना गौरी नंदन।
गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन।
गंगाधर शिव शंभो नंदन।
जय 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 गणनायक। जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय 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 गणनायक।
जय जय विघ्न विनाशक।
जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय जय विघ्न
विनाशक।
प्रेम से बोलो गणपति भगवान की जय। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम प्रभाकराय विद्महे दिवाकराय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम आदित्याय विद्महे मार्तण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम अश्वध्वजाय विद्महे पद्महस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः।
नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः।
श्री सूर्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः।
श्री सूर्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः।
आदित्याय नमः। दिवाकराय नमः।
आदित्याय नमः। दिवाकराय नमः।
दिवाकराय नमः। प्रभाकराय नमः।
दिवाकराय नमः। प्रभाकराय नमः।
ॐ नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः।
नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः।
श्री सूर्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः। दिवाकराय नमः। श्री सूर्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः। आदित्याय नमः। दिवाकराय नमः। प्रेम से बोलो श्री सूर्य नारायण स्वामी की जय। भगवान श्री कृष्ण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरम्। अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं
नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं।
हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वनितं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
मधुरम्।
वेणु मधुरो रेणु मधुर पाणिर्मधुरः पादो मधुरो नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम। ओम रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पर कंजारुणम। श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम श्री राम।
कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनीर नीरज सुंदरम पथ पीत मान उतरित रुचि सुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदन रघुनंद आनंद खंद कौशल चंद दशरथ। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम सिर मुकुट कुंडल तिलक चारु
दार अंग विभूषणम्
आजानु भुज सर चाप धर संग्राम जित
कर दूषणम्।
श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम
इति वदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम मम हृदय गंज निवास गुरु कामादि कलदल रंजनम। श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम श्री राम राम श्री राम। बोले सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Today, servant of Sri Ram. The servant is not a degrading word. It is not a status that lowers ours in life. In the kingdom of God, in the realm of God, in the relationship between God and His creation, the servant has the highest position. The servant has the highest recognition. That's why Hanumanji is called Rama Bhakta, the greatest servant of the Lord, the greatest devotee of the Lord. We cannot pray to Ram Bhagwan. We cannot even get to the doors of Ram Bhagwan without winning the devotion of Hanumanji. Ram ke dware tum rakhwar. He protects the doors of Ram Bhagwan. The Lord does not need any protection. But you know, you have to pass that sniff test of devotion, of bhakti, before you enter. That is Hanumanji, that is his purpose. To ensure that he infuses an enormous amount of devotion in us so that we are capable of receiving the Lord's kripa, the Lord's mercy. To Hanumanji Maharaj, we bow. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Om Atulit Baldhamam Hema Shaila Padeham Dhanujavan Krishanum Jnaninam Ragaganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami Manojabam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtham Vatatmajam Vanarayotamukhyam Sri Ramadutam Sharanam
Prapade
Sri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapade Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti Veer Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti Veer Maruti Gambhir
Maruti
Das Maruti Ram Das Maruti
Das Maruti Ram Das Maruti
Das Maruti Ram Das Maruti Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti Bolo
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Bhakt Maruti Parama Bhakt Maruti
Bhakt Maruti Param Bhakt Maruti
Bhakt Maruti Parama Bhakt Maruti Veer Maruti
Gambhir Maruti
Bolo
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Gambhir Maruti Gambhir Maruti Gambhir Maruti Gambhir Maruti Bole Pawan Sutta Hanuman ki Jai. Divine Mother Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Divine Mother, Ma Durga Lakshmi and Saraswati. Durga Ma is Ichha Shakti, Mother of Willpower. When there's a will, there's a way. Deep in the core, inside of every creature on this earth, is a will that is burning. As long as she is that burn, as long as she's burning in the form of willpower inside of us, anything can be accomplished. To Ma Lakshmi Devi, Ichha Shakti, the mother of happiness. Whatever it is that we desire in life, she can make it manifest for us. Are we ready to make that happen? She can help. Ma Saraswati Devi, Veena Varini, the one who purifies our speech Let our intent and our intellect always be pure. To that Devi, we prostrate this evening and seek their guidance upon all of you. Dum Durgaya Namaha. Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute Jai Tvam Devi Chamundi Jai Bhutarati Harni Jai Sarva Gate Devi Kalratri Namostute. Bole Shri Durga Mata Ki Jai. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukha Sampada Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Namaste Astu Mahamaya Shri Pite Surpujite Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Prem se bolo Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Ya Kundendu Tushar Hardhavala Ya Shubhra Vastravrita Ya Veena Vardand Mandit Kara Ya Shveta Padmasana Ya Brahma Chut Shankara Prabhitibhir Deve Sada Vandita Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nisheshajadhyapaha. Prem se bolo Sri Saraswati Mata Ki Jai. Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute.
Narayani Namostute.
Oh Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी
नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके
शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते
शंख चक्र गदा शंखा गृहीता परमायुधे प्रसीद वैष्णवी रूपे नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते
नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी। प्रेम से बोलो जगदम्बिका माता की जय। Bhagwan Shiv Ji, we commence our puja this morning to the Lord Mahadev. Vande Deva Umapatim Surugurum Vande Jagat Karanam. We bow to him as Umapati, the consort of Uma, and Jagat Karanam, the one by whose grace and by whose willpower and by whose permission Jagat, the entire world, functions. Vande Pannagabhushanam Mrigadharam Vande Pashunam Patim. Pashunam Patim, the Lord of all Pashu. Pashu mean the beasts, the snakes, the lions, the tiger. He has no discrimination. He's friend of all. One who is a friend of all, who has the ability to open his heart to everyone else, is worthy of worshipping. To that Mahadev, Vande Mukunda Priyam. To that Lord who is Mukunda Priya, the beloved of Mukunda, Shri Krishna. Vande Bhakta Jana Shrayan Javardam Vande Shivam Shankaram. We bow to Bhakta Jana, the one who is the beloved of his devotees as well. Bhagwan Shivji never lets us down, he never will, and that is the affirmation he has given to all bhaktas. Today we bow to him. It's a very beautiful time in Sunday morning here for us to do this type of worship to the Lord as we seek his blessings on everyone. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Vande Deva Umapatim Suragurum Vande Jagat Karanam Vande
Pannagabhushanam Mrigadharam Vande Pashunam Patim Vande Surya Shashanka Varinayanam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhakta Janashrayan शिवं शङ्करं शान्तं परमासनस्थं शशिधरमुकुटं पञ्चवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रं शूलं वज्रं च खड्गं परशुभभयदं दक्षिणाङ्गे महान्तं नागं पाशं च घण्टादमरुकसहितं चाकुशं वामभागे नानालङ्कारयुक्तं स्फटिकमणिनिभं पार्वतीशं नमामि। ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय। बोले उमापति महादेव की जय। We're going to start the Abhishekam of the Lord, after which everybody is invited to come up and throw milk and so on. If you're desirous of putting flowers and so on the murtis, you don't have, you can visit the puja store and buy a small bunch there for that purpose. Thank you. Brahma Murari Surachittalingam
निर्मल भाषित शोभित लिंगम ब्रह्म मुरारी सुराचित लिंगम निर्मल भाषित शोभित लिंगम जन्मज दुख विनाशक लिंगम जन्मज दुख विनाशक लिंगम तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं तत् प्रणमामि सदा रघुवर 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 शिवाय ॐ नमः 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 शिवाय पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने
Let us engage in a few moments of meditation. Wherever you're sitting, you can sit with your back, your spine upright. This will allow the flow of prana, or the pranic energy, the life force, in your body, and exhalation will be better as well. Sit up, relax your shoulders, put your palms on your knees, thumb and index finger touching each other, forming the shape of a circle. Rest of the 3 fingers are straight. Your chin a little bit up, and as you close your eyes, take one of the beautiful forms of the divine and fix that form at the center of your gaze, your forehead. It's a simple technique to allow your thoughts to be contained instead of escaping. We'll begin with some pranayam. Take some deep breaths in with your nostrils, and as you exhale through your mouth, chant Om. Begin. Taking the Mahamrityunjay mantra. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmeva Vandana Mrityormokshayamamritateyo Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmeva Vandana Mrityormokshayamamritateyo Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmeva Vandana Mrityormokshayamamritateyo Namaste astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikalagni Kalaya
कालग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन् महादेवाय नमः। महादेवाय नमः।
In silence, we turn inward. Just be still for a few moments, closing your eyes, letting your gaze be fixed between your eyebrows. Gayatri Japam.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम।
Slowly open your eyes.
प्रेम से बोलो उमापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। जगदम्बिका माता की जय। हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम। Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Ram. Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Ram. Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Ram. Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram. Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Ram. Hare Rama Rama Ram.
Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Om Mangal Bhavanaya Mangal Hari. Mangal Bhavan Amangal Hari. Dravahu so Dashrath Achar Bihari. Dravahu so Dashrath Achar Bihari. Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram. Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram. Radhe Shyam 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 Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam.
Radhe Shyam 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 Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam.
Radhe Shyam 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 Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam. Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam
Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam.
Radhe Shyam 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 Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam.
Radhe Shyam 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 Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam.
Sita Ram 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 Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam. Sita Ram 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 Radhe Shyam Shyam. Oh Sita Ram 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 Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam. Sita Ram 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 Radhe.
Shyam Shyam Shyam.
Oh Radhe Shyam 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 Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam. Radhe Shyam Shyam Shyam. Mangal Bhavan Amangal Hari. Mangal Bhavan Amangal Hari. Dravahu so Dashrath Achar Bihari. Dravahu so Dashrath Achar Bihari. Mangal Bhavan Amangal Hari. Bhagwan Shri Ram's presence, Mahadev's presence, wherever they are, that place becomes Mangal Bhavan. It becomes, a Bhavan means a place, an environment. Wherever they are, or wherever the name even is recited for a little bit, Ram, Shivji, Krishna, that place becomes Mangal Bhavan. It becomes a place where there's only auspiciousness happening. For that reason, when we do pravachan, katha, satsang, we choose where to do it. We consecrate a space. It could be in your home, your backyard, wherever it is. But there is always some pujas done, some satsang happening to ensure that it becomes a Mangal Bhavan. That message now is extended to various places, especially the home. The home should be the Mangal Bhavan.
Because who wouldn't want to live in a place where there's always, you're going to have disturbing moments, but in most cases there is mangal. There's good things happening. You look forward to being there. You look forward to being at home or wherever it is. It must be a space where there is God. And that is why we never leave our God at home. We always take the Lord with us. Mangala Bhavan, Amangala Hari. And wherever there is the presence of Bhagwan, Amangal, the opposite of Mangal, auspiciousness. No? Inauspiciousness is removed. Dravau so Dashrath Achara Bihari. This is the power of Dashrath's son, Ramji Bhagwan. So, going to the end of Ramcharitmanas, in Uttarakhand, my katha this morning is to talk a little bit about the katha of the Lord. There is a tendency to think that katha or the storytelling or this kind of discussion only was for the old time. But understand that katha brought a lot of people together. These days things are being modernized a lot, and the word spirituality is being thrown about, and yoga and meditation. Those things are awesome. They're all Hindus. But katha or gathering in satsang and togetherness is also for young people. This is the very foundation of where we are today. And I'm creating a movement to bring young people together, to be in satsang, to listen to katha. Katha is not outdated, right? Time has not changed. I've told you that hundreds of times. The world is still what it is. We have changed a lot to make it a different place. Katha is there, it's written in the books. I remember one year we were in the temple, and somebody said, Panditji, Navrat service coming up. I said, yes. He said, Panditji, are you going to read some different stories? I said, why? I can't make up stuff and put it in the book. I can only read what's in the book, right? You can only read what's in the book. Because sometimes a katha, although it's repeated, it sounds the same sometimes. But same thing, we dal rice last week, eaten yesterday, eaten back today again. You know, you can never get too fed up with it. It's nutrition for the body. Katha brings a different sense of nutrition to the body every time we listen. Girija sunahu visad yah katha main sab kahi mori mati jatha. So remember Girija. Who is Girija? Not Girija the goose. Girija Devi, Bhavani Ma. Bhavani Mata had a thirst to listen to Ram Katha, because in her previous birth as Sati, she was very doubtful of Ram. So in this birth as Girija Parvati, she came down from the side of Shivji, and she sat in front of the Lord. Right? The wife sits on the left-hand side. But after she did tapasya and so she came back, she didn't sit there. She sat in front of Shivji. And when she sat in front of Shivji, that was an indication that she was ready now to learn to become a student. Because the student always sits in front of the teacher. So when Bhagwan Shivji saw that, he started to narrate the exploits of Ramji Bhagwan. Now in Uttarakhand, at the end of the book, Girija sunahu visad yahi katha main sab kahi mori mati jatha. Bhagwan Shivji said to Girija Devi ki hey Girija suno, jaise meri buddhi thi वैसी मैंने यह उज्जवल कथा पूरी यहाँ डाली. My intelligence, just as my intelligence is rich in the name of Ram Bhagwan in his katha, I have narrated all of that to you. I have given you all of his katha. And so, I have talked about his glorious stories. But Ram's katha are 1,000 million and beyond the reckoning of what I know. The name of Ram Bhagwan, his katha. No matter how many times you listen to Shivari katha, every time you listen to it, it's a little sweeter. It's a little different, right? It's always brings something new to you. Shivji Bhagwan says, katha, no matter what I have told you, O Girija, it is 1,000 million times better than I have narrated it to you. See why he's called Bholenath, Shivji? Because no matter how much he's great, he always makes himself so humble. So humble. And he says, even I have told you, but the Vedas, Ramacharita Satakoti Apara, Shruti Sharada na Barde Para. No Vedas, no books, nothing can contain his name. Even Sharada Devi cannot speak of his greatness. One time I met Panditji here. He is an Aryan Pandit. So we were doing something in the temple. And you know, people are always, they're not so much appreciative of what you're doing, but they find a way to criticize you. And, you know, we're doing Abhishekam and things like that. Whatever we do to Shivji Bhagwan or puja in here is from the Vedas. The Rudram is chanted from the Vedas, Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. We don't do any Labar Jabar story here. It's all good stuff. So the Panditji comes and he says, you know, is this in the Vedas? Where is it in the Vedas? I said, Bhaiya, our scriptures are telling us that God is so vast. God is so vast. His reckoning is so huge. Shivji is saying that the Vedas cannot contain him. You're limiting this Bhagwan. Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahastraksha Sahastrapat. Millions, thousands and millions of eyes and arms and heads and feet he has. And you're limiting him to a book. That is what we do today. Where in the book does it say that? Sometimes the response has to be, you don't need a book to have common sense. No? You don't need a book to have common sense. But we cannot limit the Lord to a book. Shankar Bhagavan is saying, even the Vedas, Ramacharita Satakoti Upara, Shruti Saradana Barai Para. These are words of Shiva. Shruti, even the Vedas cannot contain his greatness. Rama Ananta Ananta Gunani Janma Karma Ananta Namani. The words of Shiva. Ramji is infinite, and so his katha is infinite, and so his births are infinite, and his deeds are infinite, his names are infinite. The name that we take as Ram or the katha that we hear is just a drop of the mighty rains that comes from the heaven. So take it as that, but do not ever think that the katha of the Lord is, you know, ending or you have heard enough of it. We think we have heard Ramayana until you hear the saints. You know, I told you what, during December I listened to Raghavacharya Ji from Ayodhya. He's a sant, very learned. He's the man of the day today for Ram Katha. And when you think you have read a little bit and so you know, but when he spoke about some beautiful exploits of Ram, oh, you wonder, where has this gyan been hidden? Where has this knowledge been hidden? So we're starting a young people movement here to tell you that katha of God is not old-fashioned. The stories of the Lord are not old-fashioned. There's a lot of nectar in it if we have an appreciation for that today. There's a lot we can take from it. Katha doesn't make you less modern. It does not make you less fashionable. In fact, it gives you an ingredient of beauty and simplicity that you cannot find in fashion today. So, what happens now? Parvati Mata says now. She responds to Bhagwan Shivji. Suni subha katha Uma harshani. Suni sut katha Uma harshani. Bole ati vinit kiyavani. Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Dhanya dhanya mein dhanya purari. Dhanya dhanya mein dhanya purari. Sunahu Ram gun bhav bhay hari. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Naat Tavanan Sasi Srav Katha. Ram Charit Jai Sunarat Ghari. Ras Vishesh Jana Tinh Nahi. Ram Siya Ram
Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. जीवन मुक्त मना मोहि जेहूँ, हरि गुण सुनहि निरंतर तेहूँ. राम सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम. राम सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम. सिया राम, जय जय राम. सिया राम, जय जय राम. पार्वती माता now speaks to Shiva कि प्रभु धन्य धन्य मैं धन्य पुरारी, सुनहु राम गुनु भव भयहारी. Sometimes you probably go to a katha, you hear this kind of feedback. What did I just listen? What am I doing there? I feel I was not there. Where else can you be? We grew up in a time where our parents dragged us out to katha. Cotton Tree Mandir, we had service Thursday evening. Dad drug us out, short pants away, no matter what you were in the mandir on a Thursday evening. We didn't understand everything that was happening. Where did I understand everything that was happening? Uncle Rohan is here, he's from Cotton Tree, know mandir very well. We were very little children, but you know what happened? Afterwards, you see everything happening, you start learning to make a little diya. Then you start assembling thali for everybody do arti. Then you start chop up dhoop. All those are things you have to do, You got to graduate. Then you start grind chandan. Then you start pick flower. Then you start help making a little mala. So those are things, you hang around the temple environment, and then Panditji sit down and they start to give katha. We didn't understand one thing they're saying. But guess what happened? It rubs off on you. It rubs off so much. They talk a little story, you go home and talk a little bit about it. Then you read it later on, it made sense. You hang around the temple, you come into katha or into satsang, and hopefully something practical is discussed. You go back and you talk about it, made sense. Dhanya dhanya mein dhanya purari, sunahu ram gunu bhavayhari. Parvati Mata says, dhanya dhanya mein dhanya purari. She uses the word dhanya 3 times. Everybody know the word dhanya? Dhanya masala. The older folks will know this. I don't know if the young people know this. Young people probably don't know what masala is. They just eat it. Dhanya is something, is one of the ingredients in the masala. I had a mausi named Dhanya. Her mouth was very Dhanya too. No? Very good lady. Dhanya, but this, in Tulsidas Ji's context here, he says, Dhanya dhanya mein dhanya purari. Parvati, give you goosebumps reading these things. Parvati Mata says, Shivji, I have heard about all of Ramji Katha and what happened to me. Dhanya, dhanya mein dhanya purari. I am triple blessed. Why she didn't say dhanya, 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 dhanya purari 4 times or 5 times or 6 times? Thrice I am blessed, O foe of the demon. She is referring to what we call time. There's only 3 occurrences of time, right? Past time, present time, and future time. I went a little to school, that's all they taught me. Past tense, present tense, and future tense. I didn't know about any other tense. They have past continuous tense, which is the root of past tense. They have present continuous tense and future, but it's all past, present, and future. Parvati Mata said, Dhanya dhanya mein dhanya purari. My karmas in the past have been purified. My karmas now are purified, and the karmas that I'm about to commit to perform will be guided and purified because I've heard the exploits of Ramji, of Katha. Katha is not something you just clap and enjoy. It is much more. It is purifying to our karma. You know the 3 types of karma, right? Past karma, previous life, past karma, this life, and what you're going to commit. So we need this in order. Ma Parvati is saying, Dhanya dhanya mein dhanya purari, sunu rama gunu bhav bhayhari. And how did my karmas get purified? Sunahu ram bhav bhayhari. By listening to just the katha of the Lord, my karmas are purified. Tumhari kripa kripal, and by your grace, O Shivji, she's thanking Mahadev, I have now attained the object of my life and have no delusion left in me. You know, you've got to stick around. We cannot find emancipation overnight. We cannot find freedom. We have spent an entire life building up a whole bunch of things. We cannot expect it we cannot expect negativity and all these things to go away in one katha, two katha. It has to take time. And that is why I encourage the young people always in this temple. Don't come here to pray if you don't want to pray. Come after the service is done. But just be here. Now they come and they do homework and things. They hang around here a little bit. It is best to stay here than to hang around on the streets. Right? Hang around the streets. I've always given you a joke. My father taught me. We had a goldsmith. His name was Ano. His niece come to the temple. Annie didn't come to the temple. He was a goldsmith. And my dad used to go around there all the time. And he just gaff all the time. He's a very funny guy. So I always ask him, Dad, why you go over the goldsmith so much? You're not buying gold. You're not ordering gold. You don't have gold teeth. You don't have gold ring, nothing like that. Why are you doing there? He always tell me, I told you this joke many times. He said, when you hang around a blacksmith, you get black on your skin. Your whole skin turn black. But when you hang around a goldsmith, your whole skin turn gold. So whole day. Fortunately, my Pua is here this morning. My dad's only sibling, surviving sibling. I'm so blessed. I saw my cousins and my Pua, and I told them, every time I feel this, when you're in contact with your blood, it's a heartwarming feeling. There's not all a feeling like that. And this morning, I was so blessed to see them and to hug them, because family is very important in life. I'm not blessed to be around them all the time, but whenever I see them, it's a truly blessed feeling. So glad to see all of you. Love them to the skies and back, if there's such a thing. But always here in the heart. That's really what matters. And so that's it. You hang around a goldsmith. One day, gold dust will rub off on you, right? You be in the satsang of the Lord, and that's what will happen to you. And that's why this beautiful song is written. That Ram Bhagwan, Naam tumhara hum rakhte hai, maan bhakt ka tum rakhte hai. Aaj bacha ke suhag sati ka mera vachan nibha sakte ho. Ram, are you hiding anywhere, Prabhu? Kaha chpe ho Raja Ram, Deepak bhuja jala jaram. If you are Prabhu, please show me some hope. Light a spark in my life, so that at least I can see that you're here. Throw something at me. I told him that so many times, Mahadev. Throw something at me so that I know that you're there. Luckily, he only has a flower in his hand and not a stone. It does come down once in a while. It does hit you. But, the Lord, He finds so many ways to spark our life up. Let's sing this beautiful song to Ramji Bhagwan. नाम तुम्हारा हम रखते हैं, मान भक्त का तुम रखते हो. आज बचा के सुहाग सती का मेरा वचन निभा सकते हो. कहाँ छुपे हो राजा राम, आजा राम, दीपक बुझा जला जा राम. कहाँ छुपे हो राजा राम, आजा भुजा जला जा राम. नर नारी ते है संसार, एक बिना दूजा बेकार. से है संसार, एक बिना जूझा बेकार। पति उस पार सती इस पार, पति उस पार सती इस पार। कैसे पार करे मझधार, छूटा साथ निवाजा राम, आजा राम। दीपक बुझा जला जा राम, कहाँ छुपे हो राजा राम, आजा राम। दीपक बुझा जला जा राम। रोको इन्हें नहीं जाने दो, अपने घर को फिर आने दो। रोको इन्हें नहीं जाने दो, अपने घर को फिर आने दो। 2 दिन तो तुम इतलाने दो, तेरी दया पर इतराने दो। 2 दिन तो तुम इतना रे दो, तेरी दया पर इतराने दो। मेरा वचन निभा जा राम, आजा राम। दीपक बुझा जला जा राम, कहाँ छुपे हो राजा राम, आजा राम। दीपक बुझा जला जा राजा राम, राम राम राजा राम, राम राम राजा राम। ओ राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा राम। राजा राम, 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 राजा राम। राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा राम, राजा।
Create a spark in our life, Prabhu, so that we at least know that you're there listening to us. Lord has not only created sparks for us, but He has created an inner burning light in the form of love, desire for Him. Many times people would ask, what reason should we find to give thanks? Well, the fact that you're speaking, the fact that you're breathing, the fact that your eyes open this morning, add all these together, they're all reasons why we give thanks to the Lord. I don't want to read too long this morning because I want to spend some time with my family. So I'm going to end the service a little early so I can sit down and have a little chat with my family. But what happens? Shivji Bhagwan is finishing off the katha, even though he knows that the katha has to come to an end this morning. So what he says, Shivji says, well, Parvati Mata asks, he says, Shivji, when you finish narrating this katha to me, who else is going to narrate this katha? Ki Ramacharit jo sunat agahi, rasa vishesh jana tin nahi, जीवन मुक्त महामुनि जो ही हरि गुण सुनहि निरंतर तोई. When you feel that somebody is doing something and it's coming to an end and is finished, don't feel that the katha of the Lord will have an end. Remember, Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. Hari Anant, the Lord is Anant. Anant means infinite, unending. And if the Lord is unending, then His stories as well will be unending. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. So Bhagwan Shivji says, don't worry Parvati, I know you like the katha of the Lord now, you want to listen more, but I can only talk so much. But this katha will be narrated by Kakabasunji to Garud. You know, Kakabasund is a vulture. He's a vulture, big eagle. He knew about the exploits of Ram Bhagwan. He learned about the exploits of Ram Bhagwan. And when Bhagwan Vishnu left Vaikuntha and he came upon this earth as Ramji, Kagbasund, so devoted to Rama, learned about the stories of Ram. Now, Garudji, who is the vehicle of Vishnu Bhagavan, he is left alone in the heavens. Big vulture, big eagle, king of birds is Garud. He came down to the earth now. And he knows that Shivji Bhagavan he knows everything. He narrated the story to Parvati Mata. So Garudji flew. He says, Mahadev, आप तो राम भक्त है ना, तो भगवान की कथा, please tell me about Ram ji ki katha, you're Rama Bhakta. Mahadev Bhagavan says, this is the problem. I told the katha to Parvati, now you won't even know. But guess what happened? I know the katha, but I cannot speak the vulture language. I cannot speak to you like a crow. You will only understand a crow language from a crow. Not a crow, eagle. The eagle. I get mixed up between crow and eagle. Big vulture. He says, go to a particular one. His name is Kagbasund. He's up in a mountain somewhere. You have big wings, fly there and go, but you have to be humble. Garud, don't tell him that you're the vehicle of Vishnu. Don't go tell him that you're the powerful Garud, the king of birds, the enemy of the snakes. No. You just go and become a little bird and tell him that you want to listen to the Katha of Ram, and he will tell you in your vulture language. And so what happened? Garudji flew up in the mountains, met Kagbasund, bows to him, becomes very little small like this. Because when you stand in front of God as a mighty form, what else can he make you? You're already big and mighty. You have a name already. He cannot give you a name even. So Garudji bows to Kagbasund and says, Basund, please narrate the story. My Lord has left the heavens and come as Ram here. I haven't seen him. I don't know what he did. But tell me about him. And there Kagbasundji start to narrate the katha to Garud. Two vultures are talking God's name. When two people meet up, what do they talk about? Whose name do they talk about? Two vultures are going to discuss the greatness of Ramji. So Parvati Mata, when she heard this, she says, great, the katha of the Lord will go on. The katha of the Lord is still going on. It has never come to an end. It will never come to an end. There were so many threats to our dharma. Ravan came, Kans came, all of them came, and they tried to do so many things to our dharma to stop this katha, but it has always gone on. It is my wish this morning and my prayer that we always have a thirst. Jinake Shravana Samudra Samana, remember? Ramji told Valmiki ji in the Ramayana, when Valmiki ji asked him, Ramji asked him, whose home should I go and live? Where should I go and live? Valmiki ji says, Ram, Jinake Shravana Samudra Samana, Katha Tumhari Vid. Go and live in the hearts of those whose ears are yearning, whose ears are big like the ocean. They just want to hear your katha. Go and live with them. So I hope and pray that we will have a thirst like Parvati Mata, like Garud, to listen to the katha of the Lord, and of course be close to the Lord. Prem se bolo Shiyapati Ramchandra Bhagavan ki Jai. We'll do one bhajan and then we'll do Aarti this morning. Thank you for coming, and especially those online. So many people are still online. We have no problem with that, but please come on out to the temple. There's lots of space here for everybody, and we'd like to see you back in the temple. Let's sing this beautiful song and seek the blessings of the Lord. Jo Ram Naam Nahi Gaate. This song is made popular by Anup Jalota. And he says, Jo Ram Naam Nahi Gaate, wo jeete ji mar jate. Whoever don't sing the name of Ram Bhagwan, jo jeete ji mar jate. You're just living to die. They're just living with the hope one day to die. Lekin jo Ram Naam gaate hai, wo param dham paate hai. But those who sing and listen to Ram's name, they are already living in heaven. They don't need to go to another one. They are already living here. Jo Ram Naam nahi gaate, wo jeete ji mar jaate. Jo Ram Naam gaate hain, वो परम धाम पाते हैं. बोलो राम सिया राम
सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं जो परम धाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। एक राम नाम के जप से हर कष्ट मिटे जीवन का, एक राम नाम के तप से पावन हो मन जन जन का। एक राम नाम के जप से हर कष्ट मिटे जीवन का, एक राम नाम के तप से पावन हो मन जन जन का। जो राम नाम बिसराते वो पग पग ठोकर खाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम धाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। श्री राम एक राम नाम हो जग में हर बेरा पार लगाए, एक राम नाम का सुमिरन मन में उजियारा लाए। एक राम नाम जो जग में हर बेरा पार लगाए, एक राम नाम का सुमिरन मन में उजियारा लाए। जो राम नाम नहीं जाते भव सागर में बस जाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम धाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। जो राम नाम नहीं गाते वो जीते जी मर जाते, जो राम नाम गाते हैं वो परम धाम पाते हैं। बोलो राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम। बोले सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय।
May the blessings of Paramatma always be upon all of you. Before we conclude this morning, just a few quick reminders. We are in the period of Karas, and Navratri starts on April 1st. We have 10 days of Navratri for this one, including Ram Navami. It's good for us. And that includes 2 weekends as well. Even better for us. When I say better for us, I first of all mean as a Hindu, and secondly as a temple. That means lots of celebration, lots of attendance, lots of people, lots of cheer, lots of blessings. So come on out April 1st to April 10th. Everything is online now. You don't even need to ask anybody in anything. bhavanishankarmandir.com/Navaratri. Please book your sessions for satsang. We always count on our sponsors, and we always have so many. So we look forward for you to do that. Wherever it is filled already, which sessions are filled, it is already blanked out. You cannot book those. But book the sessions. We've increased the sponsorship fee a little bit because we're going to cook food. And you know, by the time you turn on the stove these days, that's already $500. So, but we have to, things have gone up so much, we have to pass a little of those costs to you. But come on out. We'll be boxing the food for many nights except one night. And that's how we do it, so there's no problem. And so people can at least have something to take when you're going. So that's happening. Ram Navami is on the 10th of April. We have a grand celebration here on the Sunday morning. Hope to see all of you. And you will get more of that information during our programming. Followed by Hanuman Jayanti the following Saturday. And we're doing 108 Hanumanji Chalisa as usual. They're all usually booked up. So when the time comes, we'll let you know about that. Sundarkand, 5 days. So it's 10 days of Ram Navami. And this time, how it is, as soon as Ram Navami finished the Sunday, the Monday we start Sundarkand, which is the 5 days of Sundarkand katha leading up to the Hanuman Jayanti on the Saturday. But those things are not new to us. I mean, that's a few days for us. We are so lucky to have all of you to join with us here. Please stay in touch with the temple and let us know what we can do to help. Very importantly, as of tomorrow, as you know, the mask mandate will be dropped in Ontario. So you're not mandated to wear a mask. However, the temple policy will require you to wear a mask. Now, it is not mandatory. I want you to let you know that. But we think it's safe. The guy who gave the order that you should drop your mask, he will be wearing his mask. So I will be wearing my mask, and I'm encouraging you when you come to the temple to wear your mask. That is the temple's guidelines. However, we cannot go and enforce wear a mask, pull up whatever it is, because we do not want to put our volunteers through that. People are sometimes a little bit rude to tell you all sorts of things, and volunteers should not be subjected to that type of indignity, to hear rude things from people. So as much as we cannot reinforce it, we'll remind you to wear it when you come here, because like all the other temples, and like the schools, and like everywhere else, we feel it is the best thing to do for the safety of others. There's still a lot of children coming here under 5 years old, a lot of seniors coming here, so we just want to make sure we're doing the right thing. So that's where we stand with the mask, for those who are asking. See all of you tomorrow evening for Shivji Puja, 6 p.m. Let us stand please for Aarti.
Om Yani Kani Cha Papani Janmantar Kritani Cha Tani Sarvani Nashyantu Pradakshinam Pade Pade.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakt Janon ke sankat Das Janon ke sankat Shan mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Jo ध्यावे फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे
कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण कहूँ मैं किसकी स्वामी शरण कहूँ मैं किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा प्रभु बिन और न दूजा आस करूँ मैं जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूरन परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति,
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किस विध मिलो दया में, किस विध मिलो दया में, तुमको मैं तुमकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता, ठाकुर तुम मेरे, स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे। अपने हाथ उठावो, अपने शरण लगावो, द्वार
पर आते
तेरे। ओम जय
जगदीश
हरे।
विषय विकार मिटावो, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी कष्ट हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो, श्रद्धा प्रेम लगावो, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तन मन धन सब है तेरा, स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझको अर्पण, ज्ञान आगे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
ओम शांताकारं भुजगशयनं, पद्मनाभं सुरेशं, विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं, मेघवर्णं शुभांगं, लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं, योगिविर्ध्यानगम्यं, वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं, सर्वलोकैकनाथं। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनां, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु, गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो गणपति भगवान की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सियावर रामचंद्र की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, जगदम्बिका माता की, भवानी शंकर भगवान की। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर 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 महादेव। शंभो सत्य सनातन धर्म की। सब कोई जय जय सीताराम। Please take RT as it's coming around to you. Prasad will be given at the door. Thank you all. Have a blessed day, everyone.